Hi there, it's Judy here. Welcome to Thrive, Survive and Thrive 5-Step Mastery Program. I am so looking forward to sharing ideas and techniques with you that you're going to be able to implement very quickly. Things like techniques to reconnect with clients and keep that bond going and keep them kind of managed and in control as we try to move back out of this coronavirus without having any rebound effects. We're going to discover how clients perceive you and your business. Do they give you a halo or do they give you horns? It'll be an interesting thought. We're going to give you some insights on what you might be able to tweak to improve your website and your marketing techniques that you're already using, as well as give you some new strategies. And we're going to take a look for techniques to vaccinate your business against the next crisis, because that's one thing that's very certain, is that there will be another problem down the road. I have this program broken into steps or stages, 5 of them. So each one of those steps has multiple components in it. Some of the steps you'll complete very quickly, and others may take you a little bit more time. That's okay. Take the time that you need in order to get what you need out of it. Some things are just going to take a little bit longer, especially as we get into some of the more technical stuff. I'll be adding modules as quickly as I can, so if you want to race ahead, you'll be able to do that and get it done faster. But if you need a little more time, no worries. This is a journey. Journeys don't happen overnight. It's just like learning to do this membership program. That's a journey for me, and I'm still figuring it out. That doesn't mean we can't make progress while we're at it. So the steps I set up are sequential. They're kind of like consecutive. So you'll get the most benefit if you follow through them in that kind of an order. That way I give you a strategy and then you can implement it and you'll know what to do. I'm hoping we can move together in this, and I want you to know I'm here and will be as supportive as you might need me to be. I gave you a very special price on your founding membership. That price never goes up as long as you're a member. You get the early bird view and the early bird price, and I want all your feedback so I can make this the best helpful program out there. As I mentioned, each one of the steps is going to have multiple parts to it. In the training part will always be a short video. I respect your time. I don't want to take up a massive amount of time with a transcript, with the video, but I also will provide it for you. So you've got the video, a podcast, and a transcript. That way you can use it however works best for you. Each of the steps or stages will also have a suggested book that we will be discussing and getting feedback to each other on. You may have already read them, but if not, I found them on Amazon very inexpensively. Some of them are even available used books, so you don't have to go. You can go digital, you can go the physical book, whatever's your plan. The books are written most of the ones I've chosen are written by a woman by the name of Brené Brown. Brené is a sociologist whose specialty is the study of guilt. Unfortunately, most cultures raise their children guilt-controlled. So we have a built-in set of baggage that we will never get rid of, but we can sure learn how to cope with it better. That was a really growing thing for me, and it gives you so much more freedom when you know how to handle that. I found her work helpful, thought-provoking, and once in a while she hit a little too close to home for comfort. But it helped me make a better version of myself, and I like myself better. We're not using her books as a study guide, but in this very, very difficult time, nobody's lived through a pandemic before, I thought you might find them helpful to move forward. So we'll talk about and share thoughts on them in our forum, which I'm working on that right now. I do have a private Facebook page set up, but I'm working on one that will live right here on your desktop. So by your desktop, I mean your dashboard. So you can access it via your phone, your laptop, or your desktop computer. Think of the dashboard as your homepage. I want to make everything tied into there so it's all easy to find. Most of the components of the dashboard are protected, so they're only available to members, not just somebody visiting the website. But you have access to other pages on my website, like my blogs. And my blog posts, there are a lot of them on marketing, and you might find some cool marketing ideas there that you want to take use of. And then in the subset of my blog, you'll find Spa Wellness Insider, where I talk about all things wellness. So the first step, the first stage, we're doing a self-evaluation, see where you are, and make a plan for how we're going to get where we want to go. The first book we'll use is by Brené. It's called The Gifts of Imperfection. She does suggest starting with that one, and it tied into our subject matter, so that's what we're doing. We're going to take a look at your strengths, your attributes, your assets, where your business is now, and kind of where you want it to go. Everything ties then together very nicely. You'll find a survey that's going to help me get an oversight of where your business is. So I'll be able to see that as you complete it. Please complete that before we have our first video conferencing call. If you're having trouble accessing it and you want to schedule a chat right away, we'll work around that. You'll also find a quiz to get you thinking about your assets. And I want you to make a list, write them down about what you see your strengths are, and anything you'd like to work on, and then share that list with me. While you're doing those two projects, I have another little third step project for you, and that is I want you to make a physical list, and on that list, I want you to put 3 of your favorite customers across the top. You can use more than that if you'd like. I'm just trying to keep it simple. If you want to make it 5 or 10 to have a broader spectrum, that's just fine. Under each name, I want you to list the things about them that attract you to them, and maybe why you bonded with them. What do you like about them? Is it how you work with them, how they interact with you? What are their similarities? What are their cultural similarities? Do they live in, maybe everybody lives in town, or they live rurally, or they're urban dwellers? What is the similarities? What about the demographics? Their age, their likes, their thoughts, their beliefs. Just do a head dump. Make those things come down on some paper and know that there is no right or wrong. It's just, let's get it out. Let's talk about it. And if you haven't scheduled your onboard coaching call, you can do that with the middle button on the dashboard, and it will take you to my calendar where you can schedule your appointment. Following you scheduling your appointment, you're going to get an email from me with a link to join me for a live call. We can chat face to face if you want to. I'll be here. And we'll just move that forward. I have found that the system of setting up this membership site so we have all the components that we need has been a little bit of a learning curve. And the biggest challenge right now with the coronavirus is getting the support teams to respond to you. So please bear with me. I'm working on it as quick as I can. I'm hoping to get the last critical integration taken care of this weekend. I will be sharing another video with you, and that video is about one of the most powerful concepts that I learned in my life, and it applies to both personal and business, and that's called the 80-20 rule. I'll even share with you where to get more information on it than we need for this program if you'd like to really dive deep into that. And you can put it to work right away. Put it to work personally. You can put it to work in your marketing. So, cool tool. I also have a very cool tool that I want to share with you if you'd like a way to organize that list we were talking about creating, or your customer demographics list to see what your ideal customers, how she stacks up and what she looks like. And that little tool is called Trello, Trello. It's an app that you can download, and you can use it on your phone, your desktop, your laptop, however you'd like to use it. It allows you to organize things, whether it's your next event, a vacation, your marketing, or the little lists and projects that we'll be working on here. Think of it like you had a bunch of sticky notes and you have something on each sticky note and you kind of move them around to make them be where you want them to be. That's how we can do this. So I thought you might enjoy doing it. I will have the web address and everything in the transcript that I'm downloading and putting right with this video. So you can find it, Trello.com. And like I said, you only need the basic program. It is free. So we like that. If you run into any questions, problems, insights, please share them with me. Send me a message via email, or you can text me on my business line, 541-485-1004. All right. Thank you again for joining me. Let's dive in and get this party started.